Good morning and Jai Hind. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Whatever suggestions we got yesterday, we will try and incorporate those points. At any point, if you feel that audio is not clear or you are not able to hear, just let me know.
Yes, sir.
Before we
Good
start,
morning.
good morning, and Jai Hind. We will be covering from very grassroots level, okay? Whatever points I could feel that these are important, those who are preparing for SSB or those who got earlier screened out or some of you got conference out, whichever stage you are, let's revisit, let's get to basics because that is a journey we will talk about. Before we start, any doubt because today we will be covering. Yesterday I got few points like what is PIQ, what is screening, then little bit interview and psychological test. So in fact it is almost everything covering, and GTO is also one angle which will be clear if you are very clear on these basics, how SSB is conducted and the nitty gritties of it. So we'll talk about it. Any point before we start?
Sir, I have a question. Amrita here, sir.
Yes, yes,
Sir,
ma'am.
question was, I will be from a technical field, but what if I want to apply for non-technical?
No issue. If you apply for CDS, you will be considered as a CDS entry, which will be in general category like non-technical, technical students apply. But generally, what is recommended if you are an engineering graduate, go for technical entries because you will be working on technical things. Notwithstanding
Sir,
that, even
sorry to interrupt.
yes, yes,
But one more question here. Uh, I will be an engineer, and if I go for a technical field, will be I should I like मुझे ग्राउंड फील्ड पर भेजा जाएगा या फिर एक रूम में बैठा के कंप्यूटर दिया जाएगा कि करो कोडिंग और करो साइबर और रॉ वगैरह जो नहीं चाहिए डब्बे में नहीं बैठना बाहर ग्राउंड पे जाके काम करना है तो नॉन टेक्निकली जाना पड़ेगा ना
okay. First,
क्योंकि डब्बे में बैठ के काम करना पड़ेगा तो फिर सिविलियन रह के भी कर सकते हैं
okay. First and foremost, clear the doubt and ambiguity that military service is very versatile. You will never be sitting at one place because, unlike any other organization, here every 2 to 3 years your role may change. You will be exposed to many things, irrespective of whichever cadre you get into. Things are very versatile. Okay, very
Hello. Sir.
versatile beyond your
Yes,
imagination.
sir. Yes, sir. At this question, I also get, sir. So I will decide both, sir. I will also the technical and the ground is also well, sir. So I will decide the technical entry and started preparation.
It depends upon your approach, your attitude, how you progress in that service. You will get lot of opportunities. It will be at times very challenging, and if you are ready to take on it, it will be great journey. Okay, it depends upon how you take it. Once you pass out from academies, life is quite open. Yes, whatever cadre you enter, that will be your something parent thing. And once you show skills and temperament to go for different things you will get enough opportunities. Okay, there are some staff appointments, there are some field works, then voluntary you can do some things. It depends upon a lot of things which will be subsequently coming in your life. Okay, like my journey, I had
Yes.
very different roles, very different roles. I never imagined I will be doing these kind of duties. Okay, so take it for sure that you will get a lot of opportunities right from administrative things, leadership display, and then professional challenges, some thrilling experiences, and lot of things which will give you so much of satisfaction. Suppose you are part of a project and that project is strategic, we will not go to specific things, and if you are just a small member of that strategic project, suppose you are an engineer, don't assume that this is a TCS or some kind of Infosys company. You will still be indirectly connected to something which is great, and you will get professional satisfaction that you are also a member of such kind of very nationally important strategic things. For example, if you take ISRO's example, suppose there is one space mission which is successful, the last man on ground, maybe a very small technician, is also equally proud that he or she is part of that mission. Okay, something like in Bollywood, a movie gets box office hit, even the smallest element in that movie behind the curtains is equally proud. So here this organization is very versatile, especially for the officers cadre. You will be changing roles, you will be changing a lot of roles in your service if you go along, and depends upon individual also. Okay, so don't consider, Amruta, that you will be doing something like corporate service type of duty. Never. It is very versatile. Okay,
Yes,
Amruta.
sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything else? Okay. Today we will be talking about yes, good morning and Jai Hind, those who joined late, everyone. Today we will be talking about basics. I was expecting some more. Okay, there are 15, all of us. My audio quality is okay? You all are able to listen properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay, nice. Firstly, be mentally prepared that you are preparing for one different exam which is not comparable to other forms of exam. SSB, Services Selection Board, and it is a funny exam where even if you get screened out or conference out or recommended and then merit out or something medically something going wrong, don't take it to heart. Of course one feels sad, but this exam is something like you go on play field and play. Not every day is your day. At times inadvertently some mistakes happen and you get filtered, and we are a team. Let me speak out my heart. Any one of you, suppose, gets filtered at any stage, it is a collective failure. Even I am part of it. I feel sad because your failure is my failure. Because we are team, we are one extended family. We are a fine team who are working together. So in future when you go for SSB, be mentally prepared for failure first, because this failure is not at par with other failures. SSB screening out or conference out or medically some issues or subsequently merit out doesn't signify that end of journey for you. You again be ready to bounce back. There are enough officers serving, in fact, more officers serving in the armed forces who are not first time cleared officers. Very few are first time SSB clear. So please, for the God's sake, don't underestimate your potential. Your turn may come. Some of you should not get discouraged at one or two failures, because we should not be calling it failures. It is just an experience, because this is personality test. And there are people serving in armed forces who cleared in 10th attempt, 8th attempt, 6th attempt, 14th attempt. Personally, I have met officers who are 11th and 12th attempt cleared. And maybe there are some officers who are serving, they took more chances right from their NDA days, but they did not give up, because it is not a failure. It is just you are moving inch by inch. Someone clears in first, second, third attempt easily, some take more time. Just develop that attitude first. So before we start preparing for SSB, at back of mind, just assume that even if you miss it, you should not be losing your guard. You should not be losing your faith. Just accept it gracefully and go with more charm next time. That is my sincere advice and request to all of you. Don't take it as another exam where you come back and you are not in merit or something like that, and you end your roads. You block yourself. You give up. In fact, it is test of your fighting spirit. And more than that, once you reach in academy, which attempt you cleared is of no relevance. Absolutely no relevance. Let me tell you, a person who came in academy in 6th attempt, 10th attempt, can be gold medalist during training, can be a sword of honor. That is a level playing field. It doesn't carry beyond your SSB, whatever performance you are carrying there. It is just till the extent joining the academy. I hope I am clear on this.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So with that backdrop, we will start. I will take the help of presentation. You are able to see different screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because of maybe network issue or something, you may miss it. But if you are able to see slide, it will be easy. Even if you are not able to see slide, just listen. I will try and get into very, very basic levels. You are able to see a slide on which it is written, these are the points we will be covering: OLQs, screening test, PIQ, psychological test. In that, 2 words, 2 SRTs, and 1 picture we will be practicing, and in fact, narration also, those who are volunteer to participate. And then finally, interview tips we will discuss. You are able to see next slide where there is a triangle.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Just a moment. There will be issues, so we will go
Yes,
slow.
sir. Sir,
You
now
are
Yes,
able
sir.
to.
It is visible.
Okay. We will go slow, no issue. But I want you all to come to a very, very basic level, because not very intellectual things are required in this. Okay? When we say services selection board, test, or interview, it is, you all know, but let's repeat it. These are three angles. These three angles, even if we know, we tend to forget that nothing is less important and nothing is more important, isn't it? But still, we miss that point and we focus something like, some students are inclined to focus more on GTO, some are more on interviews, some are very, very focused on psychology. All three are important, because these three people, they all will be testing your 15 officer like qualities. You may or may not understand these 15 qualities, but try and feel that your personality is being tested. You as a person is seen whether you are having leadership aspects in you, some potential. You may not be completely a leader, but do you have some symptoms, some ingredients of leadership potential? This is very important. And one must start feeling it and behaving it while you are preparing. Okay? So, all these three, they are judging you in different environments, and you must feel from your heart these three environments. When you are sitting in front of interviewing officer, while you are interacting, I am calling it interaction. It's a very healthy interaction. Interviewing officer makes you very comfortable, but that is the key. When you get very comfortable, are you in your senses? Are you able to display your personality in correct perspective? Or you are getting carried away? Or you are getting nervous despite the fact that you are made comfortable? So, if you are not able to handle that simple scenario, that speaks poorly on your personality. When there is GK related question or anything, that environment you should be able to handle. We will come to it in detail once interview is discussed in latter part of our discussion today. In psychology, there are four written parts, whether it is TAT, SRT, WAT and SDT. These four parts you are writing. You are never going to meet your psychologist, and you will never come to know also who has evaluated your written part. On final day, you may see a group of people in the conference, but you will never come to know who was your psychologist. Why I am saying this? You must be writing clearly, transparently, which is easy to read and easy to communicate what you mean to say. It should be clearly understood by the psychologist, your personality. So there are benchmarks. When you are writing story, you must not read someone else's solution. There are some guidelines, we will discuss that. Follow those guidelines. Let your natural self come out on paper. Make it simple. It is not physics, chemistry, or maths paper. More you make it simple, more are the chances you will pass. Don't complicate. They want to test your personality. IQ is already tested. Maybe on screening day again re-established your IQ level. Just a moment, someone else wants to join. Okay. Moment you are not able to see slides, please let me know. Similarly, group testing officer is taking you in a group of 8 to 10, 12, whatever is the number, and you are appearing in 9 small tests. So your coordination, your cooperation, your body language, your behavior in a team, and through that again those 15 qualities are being seen, isn't it? So you must understand that your 15 qualities are tested and 3 environments are created in that services selection board. So there must be some reason that they want to check you in 3 different environment. In a normal scenario, this is not available in other exams. Just a moment, someone wants to join, but there is some network issue. I hope you are able to hear me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first and foremost thing, if you are clear that I am being put in 3 environments, there must be some reason. I must be ready for 3 environments. I must be equally good in all these 3 environments. I must be equally natural. When I say good, you need not to prove beyond a point. Be natural. For that you must practice. You must undertake some mock interview, or you must practice some psychology test. You must do some group activities, group discussion, lecturettes or GPE. These things you must do. There is no denial on that. But while doing your practices, try and preserve your originality. Feel about your originality. You may get impressed with good points from other friends and mentors and here and there. If it is suiting you, try and practice that also. Mix it with your own originality. Then it will be very good. Merely copying someone's story or something which will be blunder. Don't do that. And that's why one of the recommendation is, when you read books on SSB or through internet or through some interactions, don't copy as it is anything. Always add your own nature to it. That will increase possibility of passing, because SSB assessors keep telling you through instructions, give your original self, perform the way you want. If you go and write someone else's story, that person is not required there. You are supposed to present yourself, otherwise it will clash. It is a lengthy process. In that 4 to 5 days, somewhere it will clash if you are not maintaining yourself there. And that clash is an indication that you are having some problems, because there will be some mismatch, and this mismatch is an indication or a criteria which will head towards failure, rejection. It is called a selection center. They don't want to reject you, but they want to select, and you must facilitate your selection. You must assist them by presenting your natural self. Okay, so these 3 environments, what is written in below, is like when you speak, when you think, and when you behave. In these 3 environments, this mansha, vacha or karma, these 3 environments. So it's a very systematic and yet simple process. If you are comfortable in understanding it, that is very important. And if you take it from the otherwise orthodox thinking, till the time you appear in all those written exams, obviously that play on your mind. Here you switch to another mode, a practical mode. Please switch to other mode. Okay, otherwise it will be difficult. Again, I am highlighting every moment we discuss, interact, because SSB is all about 15 qualities, officer like qualities or leader like qualities, because they are conducting this entire exercise to see some qualities in you. They want future potential leader. Defense services officers really need to perform leader's role. No other organization has got that much criticality as far as the leader goes. Here it is a question of life and death. Here it is a question of sovereignty of nation. Here it is a question of integrity at highest level. Try and understand. And it is a beautiful journey if you really take on these qualities. This is not only useful in defense services, it is useful in your personal life. So even if someone really don't make it to defense forces, I am telling you, you will be successful in whichever field you go. There is no doubt in my mind. You will be a very, very successful person. Because once you are heading on these qualities, there is no question that you will not be successful in this beautiful life. So from that perspective also, be positive and spirited while you are preparing for services selection board. At least that is the takeaway. There are many people who missed it and they really shined in another world. In fact, they must thank their stars. They prepared and blessing in disguise, did not get to armed forces, but they had something unique in the other sectors. Many examples, we keep talking about it. There are known examples and there are so many unsung heroes. Whether it is what we heard, Amitabh Bachchan or Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam or Rahul Dravid, many people, they tried once upon a time. As a student, one feels like trying exams, but they must have prepared little bit and could not get it, or they did not then try again, but they were and they are heroes and icons in another field. So once again I will repeat, when you are heading for this preparation, be mentally prepared that this is a unique filter where you may or may not fit, but that doesn't mean that you are not perfect for other fields. You will be shining if you really utilize this kind of grooming. You prepare for 4 months, 2 months, 1 year, 2 year, that will not go west. That is for sure. Okay, so far so good. I will not reiterate these qualities. These are known to you. You must study and understand each quality. These qualities must practice in day-to-day life. You must practice and feel. If someone has got doubt, can interact with me one-on-one. But these qualities are the pillars. These are the things, 3 environments, same qualities are being checked in a person that speaks high. You must understand this angle. Okay, 3 environments I am being operating, I am taken through a process, but their reference parameters are these qualities. So I must understand and I must clear my mind on these qualities. I had conducted a lot of sessions on exclusively on these qualities. So if still someone wants to ask any specific question, we will take on in another session or one-to-one. Today we will focus on general SSB. Okay. Any question on this particular slide? Officer like qualities, it is visible to you?
No, sir. SSB slide is visible.
Okay, just a moment. Just a moment.
Sir, now it is.
I need to come out and again go for presentation slide. So these 15 qualities you must study or understand, but not theoretically. Okay, feel about it. Okay, what does it mean planning and organizing these 4 groups: social effectiveness, social adjustment, and dynamic qualities? When someone says, okay, what is confidence? Obviously, you must feel how much is your confidence, self confidence. Someone says power of expression. You must check when you are practicing your lecturate or group discussions. It is, you can really um, feel about it. How much is your power of expression? People do really understand what you mean to say. Are they easily getting convinced or not? These are indicators. How do you organize yourself and the surrounding around you? If there is any event at your family, are you really able to show some kind of organizing ability? If there is even a friend's birthday, take initiative, organize event, small events that will really nurture you. It will shape your personality. Check your determination, check your courage. Small examples in your day to day life will indicate something. What is your tolerance level? Are you easily annoyed? Or you understand other people's point of view because you must be good listener also? Or you only want your point to be accepted by all? Not done. Group discussion, it will be visible then. Group planning exercise, it will be visible then. Okay. Social adaptability. Are you really across the age and across the gender and across the religion, caste, community, you're comfortable or not? Or you are carrying biased views? These things get reflected at times. Do you have some kind of inferiority complex? If you are carrying some kind of preconceived ideas, one has to come out of that. Very important. Okay. On this particular slide of officer like qualities, anyone has got any doubt or कभी पढ़ रहे थे और एक हाथ पॉइंट समझ में नहीं आया, you can ask a question. No question? We'll move ahead.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what is means influencing a group? Can you little bit describe it, please?
Okay. Ability of influencing a group, which comes under social effectiveness. You are going to be a team leader. Leadership level will increase. In the initial days, you may be a small team leader, but in the future, you may rise to a higher levels. And higher level can be one day army chief, air force chief, naval chief. To that extent, we are talking. So let's start. What is influencing a group? It is not in isolation actually. Firstly, you should be confident about yourself because it reflects in your body language. Secondly, your communication skill is very important tool for creating an influence. Then comes power of expression, which indirectly we call communication skills. Knowledge, effective intelligence. This is to be seen in conjunction with lot of other qualities. Okay, you yourself just take your mind to your friend circle. There must be unique person in your group around you, maybe your relatives also. You started feeling influenced and you really respect, you develop that respect over a period of time because that personality is such that you feel reliable, trustworthy, knowledgeable, and you feel that this person is an authority. Why it happens? Because that person has got this quality, ability of influencing a group. Our journey starts from parents. Initially, our parents are our gospel truth. Slowly, once we get exposed to world, we start comparing, and there are many leaders come in our life. So similar is applicable to you now. Once you will lead people or showing that sign and claim that I can be a leader, so do you feel that people will follow you? Why should they follow you? Why should they listen you? Why should they develop trust in you? Because in military, It is the highest level thing that people are ready to go into mission where death can be a probability. Sacrificing life is something is not easy. Why should people follow your orders? So starting from a small level administrative things, when you are briefing कि okay हमें ये task करना है, and right till in the war zone, when you will be ordering people, okay, dhawa, that is the war cry in the last phase, when you fight hand to hand battle. Why should people be charged under your command? You must develop that kind of spirit in you. There must be some charismatic personality. Level will vary, but there has to be minimum threshold to command people. Otherwise, there will not be that spirit or energy level in that team, and that team is likely to lose because leader is not correct. Just a moment. If someone is joining, I have to come out of that PowerPoint and then accept the request. Who had asked this question?
Which one, sir? Influence, right?
Yes, was Amruta was
That
there?
was yes, Amrita.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I hope I am clear. Ability of influencing a group is actually amalgamation of many things. But at your level, you must understand when you are doing group discussion, when you are doing lecturate, when you are doing group planning exercise, when you are doing progressive group tasks, when you are interviewing, getting interviewed, and interviewing officer gets convinced. I am not saying influenced, convinced with your answers. And when you are writing your psychology, the psychologists get convinced, okay, what you mean to say is logical and doable. Okay, that is, suppose you are not able to influence people around you, how can you be a leader? That is a basic question. So work towards it. Okay, I need to influence firstly myself. I must be convinced that I have got knowledge, I have got confidence, I can do it, and I will do it. This kind of spirit is the beginning. A body language which is not convinced for himself or herself will never influence anybody else. Isn't it? Okay. So I hope you understand this is something a process. It will not happen in one day. But you have to start that process. And it will never be complete also. It will always be an ongoing journey. Nobody can claim, okay, I am at the pinnacle and I need not to improve. There is no person. There is always a scope of improvement. It can be in any sphere. It can be in knowledge enhancement, it can be in communication skill, it can be in emotional quotient, it can be in communication quotient, intelligent quotient, it can be interpersonal behavior, many things. Okay, because you are operating in team, you always face new challenges and you learn. So your ability of influencing a group will always grow, but it has to start, and it is very very relevant in the team. You see, a team captain changes in sports and results are changed. A great player need not be a great captain. Okay. uh,
Yes, sir.
I hope it is clear now. We will move to next. Now today we will be talking couple of doubts which were asked about screening test now. Is it visible, that slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Screening
sir.
test.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
There are two parts in this, broad parts. You all must work at your level. This verbal and non-verbal test is a theoretical part. Again, reconfirming your IQ, your speed, thinking speed. because it is very fast. You must be answering these small level questions, 10th level actually, but you must practice, and there are enough sets available on internet or your friends are having. If someone doesn't have, you can ask in group. Okay, so this part is at your level. You need not to really ask anyone. At your own level you practice. Now coming to picture perception and description test or discussion test. This is a mini trailer actually of SSB. Here you will be covering lot of small aspects of entire SSB. What are those? There will be a picture shown to you and you will be writing story. That means you are giving glimpses of future TAT, broadly TAT. A psychological mini trailer test here. Once you finish story writing, you come to narration. Glimpses of lot of GTO tests or interview related things. Your person's lot of attributes are seen when you narrate. How do you speak? What is your confidence level? What is your body language actually reflects a lot of things. And then comes group discussion for common story, sub part of this discussion test. There again, how much, because see, speaking alone and speaking in group, these are two different scenario. Some people are comfortable in speaking at individual level. In group, someone gets irritated. If someone is not cooperating, you don't feel like participating. That is also not welcome. You have to show that spirit that I am in this particular test, and the requirement of this test is try and showcase your personality. You will not give up. You will stand on those all OLQs in a smaller way. This is seen here. Very much visible. A panel is watching you. All said and done, this test is very dicey. I take liberty of expressing my personal view that if someone is not making through screen, don't lose heart. For motivating yourself, you can assume that on this particular day, probably I missed narrowly, something like Virat Kohli scoring 0. Otherwise, a fantastic batsman. Otherwise, nobody can match him. One of the finest batsmen today. But if he scores 0, should we write him off? No. ऐसे नहीं होता है ज़िंदगी में. जो मैंने शुरू में बोला कि वी आर कलेक्टिवली एज अ टीम practicing. Take it as a sports. You are going to perform there. Beforehand, please be mentally prepared कि something may go wrong. So what? If you miss on screening, if you miss on entire SSB, should it be end of the show for you? No. You must be ready to fight back again. Otherwise, put question mark on your leadership traits. If you are not able to bounce back, you are not a leader then. If you are losing all hopes, closing all doors and windows, you are not leader. You take greatest of the example. Yesterday we had a very charged Shiv Jayanti celebration in Maharashtra and all over world. In fact, why should I restrict to Maharashtra? A unique king, godlike king. Read his life story. Many times he paused himself. Many times he showed that he is surrendering. But every time he took 2 steps back, he ran towards his goal. Taking 1 or 2 steps back by your own choice or by circumstances doesn't mean that you are heading backwards. Please. And I am with you. If you are screened out, I am also screened out. I am part of your failure. If you are conference out, I am also conference out, because you are not alone. We all are together. We are extended family. Okay? So, my sincere request is never give up. One can fall down, there is no problem in that. But falling down is stopping you, that means then forget about becoming leader. You are not leader then. Why should you assume yourself as a leader then? And when I keep saying there are so many officers serving in Indian Army, Indian Air Force, Indian Navy, those who are really not first timers. They are not first timers. They have been there with lot of struggle. Average, I don't know whether I will be correct or not. Average is definitely not first time clear. When I say average, suppose you take entire list of armed forces officers and you count down, note down ki okay, one, second time wala, third time wala, fourth, fifth, sixth. The average, if I am not wrong, will always be somewhere 3 plus. थिंक पॉजिटिवली. फर्स्ट टाइमर्स तो बहुत कम होते हैं. ओके, तो दैट शुड गिव यू होप कि कोई बात नहीं, आई विल कम अगेन. एंड अदर वे ऑल्सो, लेट्स प्रूव इट. SSB don't see you with differentiation. Okay, they don't show that bias. It can be amply proved. Suppose last time someone was recommended, but because of merit list he was out, and that person goes there, cannot claim and challenge that I will pass this time. What it speaks? Every time it is a new match. That's why I keep saying this is a sports like thing. Believe in yourself. This time you can perform better. Forget about last times. Please, for God's sake, don't close your doors. If you are dreaming, keep that dream alive. You will be successful and the world will be changing around you. Recent example, Ishan, 3 times conference out. But today world is changed. 4th attempt, pass. Today is in NDA. Doesn't matter 3 times conference out. He has forgotten now. Every time it was painful, I know. Everyone feels it. One gets into tears. Not only that person, even the well-wishers and parents and everybody is affected. But that is life. So one should be bouncing back. This screening test is funny, dicey, and take it with pinch of salt. Everyone. Even if you are screened out, just try and smile. It is difficult, but come out of that. Okay? So picture perception and description test, we will, in a way, in TAT section, we will do that practice. Okay? So I will come to it again. Someone had asked PIQ, Personal Information Questionnaire. There is a form. This form looks very simple.
Slides are not changing, sir.
Okay, just a moment. Let me come out. Now it is visible?
Yes, sir. Now it is visible.
Okay. So personal information questionnaire is a simple form, but every word you must focus, think 10 times before writing, because you are giving a form based on which your interview 70% to 80% will be coming from this form. Though it is little difficult for you to judge what will come. But there are few things we will talk in interview are from this form. You are giving your information. And the name itself suggests Personal information you are giving for questionnaire. The questionnaire which the interviewing officer is going to put in front of you is from this form. When you walk into interview, this form is kept in front of him. Before you are being called, he has studied your form. So you should not be going overboard in writing this. You should be very, very practical, realistic, honest, and must be ready to face anything and everything which is going to be asked related to anything written on this. So, what all things are there? Very simple things. You may be able to read it now, your name, your father's name, place of maximum residence, your address, permanent address. Simple things about you, your state, your district, your religion, your mother tongue, your date of birth, your married, single. See, generally single only, married are not allowed. Widows are allowed nowadays with special entry. Then about your family, your own educational journey. Lot of questions are straight, because through that the interviewing officer is judging how you are evolving in life. What are the ups and downs you have seen? What kind of family background you have? What kind of relationships you have in your family? A person not respecting parents and getting a clue in the interviewing officer, how can he select you? If you are not really respecting your parents, which is like a nation for you, family is a nation at the initial stage. Forget about serving for your country. That is an analogy actually, in a rude form. But what is harm in that? Nothing is wrong in that. If I don't respect my mother, how can I respect my motherland? Simple. Next page, there are two pages generally. These are the informations. I hope next page is visible.
So I have a
Yes, sir.
question for the first page.
Yes,
So there was a religion, whether SC or ST. The
yes.
SC/ST is a religion or a caste.
Okay. No, religion will be like Buddhist. If someone is Buddhism wala religion, and then you write in sub caste. Okay.
Means if I'm a Hindu and then I get a Hindu and whether which caste I belong, I have to write my caste too.
Uh, you need not to write, but I don't know this form is latest or not. It is generally there. Let me see.
Sir, this form is not
And
let.
Ah,
Usually they provide columns.
yes,
One is
caste is there.
and other is caste. So
Caste is
religion
there.
is different, caste is different.
Yes, yes. So, religion is your Hindu or Buddhist or Christian or Muslim or whatever. Though it has got really no relevance because there is no reservation in this, which caste or community you come from, but there are few questions interviewing officer would like to know, because these are also important. Defense forces is secular, yet there are many things which can depict, because see, we have got a sarva dharmastal in Fauj. No ceremonies started without religious activities. This is something which is surprising for you. If there is a mobilization, there is a puja first. Whatever is the unit following, if it is following Sikh puja, the ardas will be there. If it is routine things like Om Jai Jagdish Hare, this arti will be there. You will be surprised to know this. बट यू विल नॉट बिलीव, जब वो शंख बजाते हैं पंडित जी, एक अलग एनर्जी होती है, एंड इट इज़ डेलिबरेटली देयर, बट इट हेल्प्स. माई ओपिनियन, इट हेल्प्स. It really unites for that battle. Every good activity, every big activity, even the exercises, because these exercises are very very realistic. Lot of injuries happen in exercises, lives are lost. So everything is really interesting and realistic on ground. There is a class 2 officer who is looking after the puja part. A panditji is recruited, naib sudar is the post. There must be some reason. Similarly, granthi for gurudwara and for even masjid, we have clergies, okay, but it has got its own place, it has got its own significance, and it is for the good, to generate the spirit of fighting for the motherland. And that is why it is called Sarva Dharmasthal. Like my unit, we had two dharmsthal in that. One was Gurudwara and second was a mandir, and both together. And both the prayers used to be part of our rituals. If I am not knowing Ardas, a book will be kept in front of me. I have used to read from that. Okay, so that is the beauty of thing. Even in some of the battalions, when the one of the company is Muslim company, CO or company commander may be any caste, religion, he will follow the troops religion. Okay, troops religion. So that's a fantastic thing. Actually, nation needs to follow it. In fact, our original culture is that we respect each other's religion and faith. We never obstruct anyone. We permit, we accept, because beyond our homes, everybody has got his or own belief system. That belief system is to be respected, but that is to be utilized for larger cause, that is defending the nationhood. It is not to get obstructed, it is supplementary thing. Okay, Amrita, clear?
So I have one more question, but
Yes.
it will get a little more time. The question is, I am studying little bit of the religion because I want to know more, and in that I got something linked with the caste and varna. The caste is part of a British concept, and varna is a religious. Religion don't is not a similar word to describe dharma, but dharma have a concept of varna. My varna is different and my caste is different. So, what should I put that in that caste column?
Okay, you will write caste.
Because varna is a thing that explains someone's behavior and nature, and what is taken as a caste is just by birth. By birth, can't one can't be a brahmin. By birth, one can't be a kshatriya.
Okay,
He have to get trained. He have that knowledge. If someone is qualified as a Brahmin, he can be born as in a SC, ST or other religion. If he can be a Muslim, he can be a Brahmin. So how that caste I write, and
okay,
it's not that I will write what I have by a paper, but I know these things and I'm still lying to them. It is just hurting. That's why I have questions.
okay. This is to be kept at form level. Okay, you will write your religion as Hindu or Muslim or Christian or Buddhism, and your caste will be whatever is theoretically people are following in the outer world. Now, coming to what you have spoken, which is a maturity in a human being, that moment you are into uniform, you have no religion, you have no caste, because everything is your mother nation. So what you are talking is really practiced in defense forces. You will be surprised, and I am wondering still after retirement, I came to know, or I am made to feel what is my caste. I never knew. I don't know whether to repent or whether to be happy about it. I never knew my unit people's caste. We never discussed. I am recollecting what was his caste, because the outer world is so polluted, and I don't know whether our topics were even hurting someone, because Probably it never hurt someone. That's why it never cropped up. Now, who were officers or who were with the troops, we never discussed actually religion or caste. Yes, whenever we used to be in Sarva Dharmasthal, that was little religious activity, but that was for our nation. Even to that extent, even we were doing puja, that puja was with different spirit. I don't know. This is matter of study now. How these institutes have really created these great practices. Whereas in outer world, when I say outer world, that is non-military world, I see everything is seen with a color. So Amrita, just in fact, you must join uniform. You will feel a moksha is seen there. Okay? There is no caste, no religion. There is only one
Yes, sir.
uniform. Mother India's uniform. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And I don't know whether I am able to express my feelings in words or not, but this is a matter of study now. I am trying to figure it out. How I lived for 21 years in Fawz and I never knew anybody's caste. I never discussed also whether to
Yes,
repent
sir.
or whether to be happy about it. I never knew, never thought of it, never came to my mind or never discussed also. And same must be the case with all officers, all troops. Now I see in my unit Ganesh Puja used to be there because mixed troops were there, or Ram Navami was there, or Janmashtami was there, or even we used to celebrate Ramzan. And every person, in fact, Ganesh Puja mein, people, uh, Muslim people were putting the Marathi topi and serving without any inhibition. And same was with during Ramzan, couple of people who were Muslims, they were given special concession from training and all. Do your roza, and they were left for their own religious practices at their own level without any problem. So it's a beautiful life, a very, very secular life. Okay, we'll go to next page. In fact, Amruta, if you want to see anything secular on this
Yes, sir.
earth, it is the defense forces. Okay, next
Yes,
page.
sir.
Next page. Uh, your educational thing, your age, height, weight. Regarding weight, if someone is overweight, please run, reduce your weight. Otherwise, apparent obese, if someone is really fat, after all, they are humans who are selecting you. A bad opinion can be formed, and why not? If you are serious for defense services, why you are not preparing then? Why you are not exercising? Less weight is required, because unless and until you are physically fit, mentally fit, how can you be selected? Both the fitness are important. And if you are seeing, okay, I am determined, sir, how can we believe that you are determined? Had you been determined, you should have been exercising then. Your determination is less, your confidence is less, you are not planning well, your schedule is missing somewhere, you are not waking up timely, you are not going for exercise. Amply clear. Your present occupation, if someone is working part time, you write there or something like that. NCC degree holders, for them, they have to write which wing and what was the certificate level. Your participation, sports and all. Don't be impractical writing about your hobbies, sports, and extracurricular activities, because you will be caught. If you write for the sake of it to impress, it will backfire. Be honest. If you have not done anything in a particular sport, don't write that sport. You write, suppose you have played at district level or school level, write school level, then at least do some manipulation. Okay, read something before going for that interview, because you have written that I play badminton. To at least know who are the national player, how much time it will take to study little bit about badminton. There is so easy nowadays to study. Go to Wikipedia, make some notes, at least be prepared to answer something. Know the dimensions of that badminton court, know the entire terminology related to badminton, know the top players in nation, know the big tournaments at the world level, who is the best player in the world, who are the record holders. This study is warranted, and that's why I'm saying if you write something there, be prepared to figure out anything and everything about that word then. This is the essence of this form. If you are written that you are involved in social work, some blood donation camps, or you have done some kind of NGOs related work, mean it. Be ready to answer how you participated, because the way you answer, the truth is revealing. If you are not done, don't write. There is no race of writing many things there. A person may be playing one sport, still can get recommended because he has played it and he knows about it. A person writing 10 sports, just for the heck of it, may not get recommended because he will get out with self goal. Unnecessary impressing is not required. Okay? Hobbies related, same logic. Don't write impressive hobbies, write your own hobbies. Your hobby is something which is very important, because leaders are not bookish kida. They have to have some hobbies, and that hobbies to be worshipped then, not merely on paper. You must be doing something with your hobby, and if you don't have, because of some circumstances, develop one. If you are into preparatory phase, develop one. Reading habit can be there. Develop it, or pick up books, because it will not be waste. See, it is a journey to become leader. And you figure out any leader, great leader, there are many common things. They were well read. They were good communicators. So work on it. You also started your journey to be a good leader. Just don't focus on this particular exam. It is life's requirement. I know at this stage, every one of you is dreaming for good life, successful life, a blissful life. And why not? We all must try for it. Then work for it. Hard work is required. Okay? About your NCC appointments and all, nature of commission which you are applying now, or choice of service, it will be depending upon which exam and which entry you go. Number of chances availed so far should not be seen with negativity. ठीक है, हो गया, 3 बार इससे पहले गए थे SSB, नहीं हुआ, so what? ठीक है सर, I am here again 4th time, 5th time, I am again sir, I will come 10th time. Show that spirit. Nobody is going to look down on you. Please don't carry inferiority complex if you are going for 10 times. You are fighting, just be proud of it. I am not giving up. I am fighting. And that will show light of the day. Moment you show that spirit, you are winning. I am telling you. But yes, why it is required there? They want to see your struggle for everything, in your education, in your sports, in your family, in your SSB also. It is for their administrative reasons also. They want to make freshers alag, repeaters alag. But beyond that, it is not warranted to think. It is just grouping. That's why every SSB, lot of freshers get not recommended, lot of repeaters get recommended. It's a very, very level playing field. Please don't carry any wrong impression and myth about repeaters. Yes, if you are a repeater, you know the procedure, and that's it. A little bit comfort level is expected. You cannot be making silly mistakes, bas. Not beyond that. Okay? Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay. Now it is already 1 hour plus. I hope nobody is getting bored.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. We will go to psychology test. very quickly.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Sir, why army has many regiments like Maratha regiment and like others?
Okay. Who is this? I'm not able to see name actually.
Madhura here, sir.
Madhura. Okay, Madhura. Mm, you are Madhura Thakur.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We are human beings and we associate with something. Suppose we are born in India, we associate ourselves with India. Someone is born Maratha, someone is born Sikh, someone is born, suppose, any caste, religion. That association is a very, very big driving force, and it is to be utilized for positive reasons. Especially in armed forces, earlier we had kings and the people were fighting for their honor, maybe at community level or region level. Okay, but when Britishers came, Britishers identified this particular aspect that these people will die for their these aspects, caste or community, and see how beautifully it is being utilized. I must tell you, if there is a Maratha regiment and besides there is a Sikh regiment and then there is a Madras regiment, then there is a Rajput regiment, then there is a Gorkha regiment, these are big identities. And when I say Naam Namak Nishan, of course we are under one Nishan, that is Indian flag, but there are small small flags within. When there is a sports competition and a team captain says to a team captain maybe, suppose we will take hypothetical example. I will take my example. When my team was mixed troops, and if there is a Khalsa who was best player in my volleyball team, and I was a playing member and team captain in volleyball team, तो मुझे अगर अपने टीम को किसी चीज़ में चार्ज अप करना है, हम लोग डाउन चल रहे हैं. इनफैक्ट माई मोस्ट मेमोरेबल स्पोर्ट्स इवेंट is from this volleyball team. We were an artillery unit and we were fighting an infantry unit. Infantry unit strength is 800 plus. Artillery regiments, if it is a medium regiment, field regiment or a light regiment, strength varies from 225 till 450. If there is attachment and here and there, maybe 450, 500. That is the max, and generally it is not there on such strength. We were playing a match and it was a league match, and the regiment was, if I am not wrong, it was 3 Sikh or something. I am just forgetting, but it was an infantry regiment. Very good team, very good team. And some of you who understand volleyball, first set was lost and second set was 24-17. Okay, match point. We were down 1 point and match was over, and it was a league match. We had beaten one team and we were into second round, and the other team was it was a great team. I don't know. I felt, though we were losing, I felt that we have a chance. Somehow we are not actually trying our best. So I took time break and I charged up. There was one Khalsa, good smasher, and there was another UP chap. His problem was once he is getting dominated, so he used to forget his strength. So I knew it. I used to practice with them. तो उन दोनों को मैंने उस पॉइंट पे पिंच किया, खालसे को, खालसे पे मैंने बोला कि तुम खालसा हो या क्वेश्चन मार्क टाइप मैंने बोला जब, और दूसरे को भी उसी लैंग्वेज में बोला, दो वी वेर अ मिक्स रेजिमेंट, आर रेजिमेंट वॉज समथिंग डिफरेंट, बट यू विल नॉट बिलीव उन दोनों को बोला, बाकियों के लिए भी लागू है वो, इंक्लूडिंग मी, आई वॉज ऑल्सो प्लेइंग मेंबर ओनली. सो फ्रॉम देयर वी रिवर्टेड, वी बाउंस बैक. मैच पॉइंट जब 17-24 पे मैच है, उनको एक ही पॉइंट चाहिए, मैच ख़त्म थी, हम 24-24 पे ले आए. उसके बाद हम उस मैच को तो कैसे जीते हैं, आई कांट फॉरगेट. उस प्लेइंग मेंबर या जो भी देख रहे थे उसमें से कभी भी मिलेंगे, उस मैच का जिक्र ज़रूर होता है. हम वहाँ से वो सेट भी जीते और अगला सेट भी जीते. लीग में जनरली 3 सेट्स का होता है, बेस्ट ऑफ 3. तो वाई आई एम सेइंग दिस एग्जाम्पल, this religion, caste actually utilized for fighting spirit. जब बॉर्डर पे थोड़ा सा भी कुछ होता है और जब हम अपने ट्रूप्स या अपने आप को याद दिलाते हैं, सपोज मराठा पलटन, अ सोल्जर इज डाउन, एनिमी इज माउंटिंग, एंड जस्ट समवन हैज़ टू रिमाइंड कि मराठों में दम नहीं है क्या. दिस इज़ अ वर्चुअल प्लेटफॉर्म, यू मे नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ इट. वहाँ पे अंदर से खून खौलता है, और सामने पहाड़ भी आ जाएगा, तोड़ देंगे वो. ओके, सो दिस इज़ अ
Yes, sir.
वेरी वेरी पॉजिटिव रीज़न, नथिंग बियॉन्ड दैट. दिस इज़ टू बी यूटिलाइज फॉर डिफेंडिंग द नेशन, बिकॉज देर हैज़ टू बी सम रीजन्स टू मोटिवेट यू. एंड इन टिपिकल ऑर्थोडॉक्स बटालियन आपस में रिलेटिव होते हैं. जाट रेजिमेंट में सब एक दूसरे के रिलेटिव भी निकलते हैं. किसी के अगर कज़न की डेथ हो गई, वो 10 लोगों को मारेगा लड़ाई के मैदान में, खून खोलता है, सब आसपास के गांव के होते हैं. ये हमारी एक आइडेंटिटी है, ये हमारा बहुत बड़ा स्ट्रेंथ है, ये उसको यूटिलाइज किया जाता है. ओके, स्पोर्ट्स के मैदान में जब यूज़ हो रहा है, लड़ाई के मैदान में तो 1000 गुना ज़्यादा यूज़ होता है. ओके, आई होप आई एम क्लियर ऑन दिस.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
दिस इज नॉट वो बाहर का
Yes.
नौटंकी,
Yes, sir.
रिलीजन कास्ट वाला नौटंकी
Yes,
नहीं
sir.
है. ओके, वी विल नाउ, यू आर एबल टू सी WAT स्लाइड.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you all know it is 15 seconds word is shown, one by one 60 words are shown, and you are writing something on it. What you are writing? You are writing your opinion, your idea, your thought. It is not merely a sentence. So my recommendation is you must practice in your sessions at your level or group level and read it. 2 parts. One is practicing in time, 60 words you wrote, but spend more time in reading that. Discuss it if required with someone. कि इससे क्या सामने आ रहा है, what kind of personality I am showing if I write this kind of sentences. Because words will be different, positive, neutral, negative. But what kind of meaning is going out, what kind of person I am showing to a person who is not going to meet me. A psychologist I will not be meeting, but what kind of conclusion that person will be driving out of this. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
A very very silly mistakes we do about handwriting. हमें लगता है lot of people come back and बोलते इतना अच्छा किया था मैंने, पता नहीं कहाँ रह गया. अब इसमें तो और बड़ा कन्फ्यूजन होता है कि पता नहीं साइकोलॉजी में कम पड़ गए या GTO में कम पड़ गए या इंटरव्यू में कम पड़ गए. जनरली GTO परफॉर्मेंसेस को फील करते हैं, क्योंकि आपका ग्रुप भी कमेंट कर रहा है जब आप बैरक्स में जाते हो वापस, अरे तुम्हारा बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है, तुमने ये लेक्चरेट बहुत अच्छा दिया, तुम वो PGT में अच्छा कर रहे थे, या वहाँ पे तुमने गलती कर दी, ये सब डिस्कस हो रहा है. तो थोड़ा सा हिंट मिल जाता है कि जनरली मेरा परफॉर्मेंस कैसे हो रहा है. बट देन इंटरव्यू में इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर तो हमेशा आपको स्माइल करते हुए लेके चलेगा, या ज़्यादा इमोशंस नहीं दिखाएगा. फिर भी यू आर एबल टू फील इट कि हाउ कंफर्टेबल यू वेयर इन योर परफॉर्मेंस, और मे बी इट इज़ ओके और नॉट। बट साइकोलॉजी का क्या है, साइकोलॉजी में बहुत गलतियाँ ये हो जाती है कि हमें खुद नहीं पता कि सिचुएशन क्या पढ़ी थी, पिक्चर कैसे देखी थी, और कैसे लिखा, हैंडराइटिंग उसको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है। इसीलिए एंटायर साइकोलॉजी, प्लीज़ डू प्रैक्टिस एंड टाइम प्रैक्टिस, बिकॉज मैनी अ टाइम्स जब आप लोगों का मैं पढ़ता हूँ तो मुझे लगता है हैंड राइटिंग इज ऑल्सो अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर सम स्टूडेंट्स। दैट पर्सन जॉब शुड बी ईजी। आपका क्या लिखा है ये समझ में नहीं आएगा तो हाउ दैट पर्सन विल मेक ओपिनियन। वेरी सिंपल थिंग। तो जब आप लिख रहे हो तो अपनी हैंड राइटिंग को रिव्यू करिए, आर यू रियली गोइंग करेक्ट ऑन दैट। हैंड राइटिंग कैन बी वेरी नाइस बट एटलीस्ट रीडेबल तो हो। You may be not good handwriting, but at least लिखने लायक हो, देखने लायक हो, पढ़ने लायक हो, वो थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए प्लीज़। बिकॉज इन एनी अदर एग्ज़ाम इतना स्पीडीली नहीं लिखते हो आप, इसलिए हाँ हैंड राइटिंग का एक डर होता है, बिकॉज वेरी फास्ट है ये। नर्वसनेस में पता नहीं कुछ वर्ड भी मिस हो जाते हैं, दैट इज़ अनदर एसआरटी वगैरह में खास करके, या इवन टीएटी में। वर्ड में तो फिर भी आप 10-12 इसमें ही एक सेंटेंस हो जाएगा, बट स्टिल यू आर रनिंग अगेंस्ट टाइम एंड यू मे मिस वर्ड। एक वर्ड मिस हो गया मीनिंग चेंज हो जाएगा। तो जस्ट रिव्यू, पढ़ो अपने खुद के आंसर, आपको एक टेम्परामेंट डेवलप हो जाएगा। आप अपनी मेंटल ट्यूनिंग को फील कर पाओगे कि हाँ मैं ऐसे, क्योंकि लिखते समय आपको पता है आप क्या सोच रहे थे, पढ़ते समय भी आपको पता है कंपेयर करना कैसे है। तो डू दैट एक्सरसाइज कपल ऑफ टाइम्स, जस्ट बी सीरियस। सचिन तेंदुलकर इतनी सेंचुरीज मारता था, वो सिर्फ डायरेक्ट गेम नहीं खेलता था, वो नेट प्रैक्टिस उसे दुगना करेगा तब जाके पिच पे टिकेगा ना। अंडरस्टैंड इट। व्हेन आई से स्पोर्ट्स, तो स्पोर्ट्स की तरह नेट प्रैक्टिस करो ना। फिर ऑन वन हैंड आई एम सेइंग नेट प्रैक्टिस, बट आई एम ऑल्सो कॉशनिंग यू कि इसको थेरोटिकल स्टडी की तरह प्लीज़ मत करिए, स्टोरीज को मगअप मत करिए। आप सिर्फ थीम समझिए कि ऐसे होता है। ओके, आई एम गिविंग यू बोथ कॉशंस। ओके, डोंट मग अप एनीथिंग, मेक इट योर नेचुरल रिस्पॉन्स, नेचुरल रखो उसको। यू आर जस्ट ट्यूनिंग योर माइंड टू कम आउट कि वर्ड में मुझे ऐसे थॉट प्रोसेस आनी चाहिए, एसआरटी में ऐसे रिएक्शंस आनी चाहिए, आई विल सी जैसा दिखेगा वैसा करूँगा करूँगी टाइप। ओके, पिक्चर दिखेगी तब मैं ओपिनियन बनाऊँगा कि ओके ये मुझे दिखाया है, थीम दिखाया है, और मैं अपने लीडर के कुछ एक्टिविटीज़ दिखाऊँगा, समथिंग लाइक दैट। दैट्स इट। शैल वी डू 2 words practice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will read if someone is not able to see. Pen and paper is ready because we will listen to your answers also. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I will announce the word danger. Next word, victory. Okay, let's take your responses. We may not take all, just volunteers to
Sir,
one by
Sir
one.
Vikas.
Okay, Vikas.
Sir, I will.
Okay, first word we will take danger. Vikas.
Dangerous substances are presented by a special symbol.
Okay, Suraj.
Danger situations needs courage.
Okay.
Sir, Amrita here.
Amrita.
For danger, self-doubt, self self-doubt is dangerous.
Say again.
Self-doubt is dangerous.
Okay. No issue.
Uh, Courage is required to handle dangerous situation.
Okay. Indirect words. Suraj ka. Okay. Next.
Sir, nothing is dangerous.
Hmm. If someone asks you to elaborate, Omkar. In
Sir,
fact, you mean
means
to say dangerous thing can be handled actually.
yes, sir.
Huh. So just feel, ki, am I really making it simple? Make it simple, okay?
Sir.
Sir, can I have one sentence, one more? Uh, Adventure is equal to danger, or a danger thing can be adventurous.
No, no, don't mix. Uh, Danger is generally a negative thing, which is a challenging scenario. Adventure is thrill. You are willing to accept it. You voluntarily generally go for adventurous things, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And danger is not necessarily a adventurous thing. It is generally a situation which is dangerous. Fire can be there, firing can be there, uh, some kind of accident can be there, accident prone scenario can be there. Okay, these are, make it simple. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anyone else?
Yes,
Sir.
doubtful behavior eliminate danger situation.
Say again, Shweta.
So careful behavior eliminate danger situation.
Okay, careful behavior. In isolation, we are reading this, but Shweta, careful is good approach, but calculated risk also to be imbibed in our personality. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Huh. One must feel कि am I really showing leadership traits slowly because in overall entire SSB we need to project okay, I am a leader who if required is flexible, take calculated risk, applies practical wisdom, effective intelligence. So that kind of thing you have to show. Okay. Next.
Sir.
Subodh.
Pollution is very dangerous for environment.
Okay. No issue. But generally we don't show factual things or some kind of statistics. But okay. Okay. Next.
So,
Sir,
a
doubt.
dangerous situation can be handled tactically.
Yes. Okay. No issue.
Sir, doubt on self confidence is dangerous.
Similar. Someone had given in other words. Yes. Pratik.
Confidence is dangerous.
You are saying overconfidence.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. No issue. See, you must test yourself कि really your mind is working fast or not, because this test is time bound to check your thinking speed. Imagine you want to become a fighter pilot, what speed you are supposed to think. You become army officer, naval officer, you are in battle scenario, you have to take decisions quickly. Otherwise, if you delay it, lives will be lost. So from that angle, you must develop your personality, and in real life also it is required, no doubt about it. But in defense you don't have time. Actually in battle scenario you don't have time. Decisions may go wrong, but decision to low, you have to take decisions. Decisions may go wrong, but decisions will not go wrong if you are really effectively intelligent, you are experienced, you are well read, you have done your homework plan absolutely fine, तो decisions भी अच्छे जाएंगे. तो ये बहुत बड़े लेवल पे फिर यू विल बी ग्रूम्ड दैट वे. ओके, नेक्स्ट वर्ड, विक्ट्री.
Yes, sir. Amrita here.
Sir,
Victory can be earned.
Victory can be earned.
EAR maybe earned.
ओके,
Maybe.
कैन इट बी मोर कंप्लीट इन सेंस, बट ठीक है, ऐसे ही
Yes, sir.
सेंटेंस आएंगे. कभी कभी पूरा नहीं हो पाएगा और उसमें भी मीनिंग निकल सकता है, ऐसे नहीं. ओके, नेक्स्ट सूरज.
Okay, sir. Teamwork leads to victory.
ओके, यू आर एसोसिएटिंग टीम विथ विक्ट्री. ओके.
Yes, sir.
ओके,
Yes, sir.
sir,
Victory
victory is owned by hard work and struggle.
विक्ट्री से अगेन
Is owned by hard work and struggle.
इज वन बाय. ओके, हार्ड वर्क एंड
victory
स्ट्रगल्स. विकास, जस्ट
Yes, sir.
जब हम बोलते हैं हमें दोबारा पढ़ना है, तो इट कैन बी मच मोर स्ट्रेटर. हार्ड वर्क एंड स्ट्रगल गिव्स यू विक्ट्री, है ना.
Yes, sir.
ओके, निकिता.
victory brings smiles on faces.
यस. ओके, यू आर एसोसिएटिंग हैप्पीनेस, स्माइल विथ विक्ट्री. ओके, नेक्स्ट.
Sir, hello.
यस, मधुरा.
Reach successfully at decided goal.
नो, नॉट क्लियर, से अगेन.
Reach successfully at decided goal.
ओके, बट यू आर अवॉइडिंग विक्ट्री वर्ड एज सच.
No, sir.
You can use it, though it
Okay,
is said ki okay, you without mentioning word also you can write your feeling, but generally practice with word also, because that is more clear. Okay,
Yes, sir.
anyone else?
Sure. Yes, I have one more sentence.
Just wait,
Amrita
wait.
here. Can I?
Okay, one by one. Amruta.
So Shweta, yeah. So, so
Yes.
Shweta.
Yes.
One by one,
Shweta,
I'll
go ahead.
just.
I will fill out.
हाँ, Shweta, go ahead.
So Shweta, yes, sir. So victory motivate us to do more.
Yes, definitely it's a motivation, winning habits. Okay, good. Amruta.
Yes, sir. ये अभी लिखा है मैंने, पहले नहीं लिखा था. Victory is a result of practice, discipline, and determination.
ओके, सी, जब हम प्रैक्टिस करते हैं ना, तो अगर आपको अपनी नेचुरल पर्सनैलिटी धीरे धीरे, इनवेरिएबली हमें खुद नहीं पता होता है आपकी एज में कि हम क्या है. तो इसीलिए तो डिफेंस फोर्सेस में वेरी यंग एज में लेते हैं. आपको शेप करने लायक हो ना आप सब लोग ट्यूनेबल हो, आप बहुत मोल्डिंग स्टेज में हो, आपको जैसा बनाया जाएगा वैसे बन जाओगे आप. तो जब आप एसएसबी की प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो तो एग्जैक्टली वही करो. जब आपने एक स्टेटमेंट लिख दिया कि डिसिप्लिन, हार्डवर्क वगैरह वगैरह, तो दैट मीन्स यू आर थिंकिंग, दैट मीन्स यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग ऑल्सो. तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप एसएसबी के लिए प्रिपेयर हो रहे हो. मिलिट्री स्कूल, सैनिक स्कूल में क्या होता है, कोई एसएसबी की क्लास नहीं चलती, डेली एक्टिविटीज़ होती है, वो एक माहौल बना हुआ है और उससे लीडरशिप की डेवलप होती है. आप भी वैसा ही फील करिए, एक्टिविटीज़ करिए, थोड़ा लीडरशिप टाइप बिहेव करिए, लीड लीजिए, इनिशिएटिव लीजिए, कुछ ना कुछ एक्टिविटीज़ करिए. डोंट बी अलोन, ग्रुप एक्टिविटीज़ करिए. ओके, एनीबडी एल्स? प्रतीक.
Yes, sir.
प्रतीक.
So I have written that failure is the first step towards the victory.
ओके, बट जनरली जो लोग मतलब जो कहीं पे फेमस स्टेटमेंट्स वगैरह होते हैं कि फेलियर इज़ फर्स्ट स्टेप और समथिंग लाइक दैट, विच कैन बी अवॉइडेड, है ना. अपना कुछ ओरिजिनल दे सकते हो क्या, ऐसी प्रैक्टिस करो. ओके, दिस इज ऑल्सो एक्सेप्टेड, नो इशू, बट क्योंकि ये चीज़ और 10 लोग भी लिखने वाले हैं एग्जैक्टली प्रतीक.
Yes, sir.
तो व्हेन यू गिव योर 60 वर्ड्स पे अपना एक सब मिला के, तो एक पर्सनैलिटी नज़र आनी चाहिए. उसमें से कुछ सेंटेंसेस अगर आपने फैक्चुअल लिख दिए या वेल नोन अडेजेस लिख दिए, कुछ फेमस स्टेटमेंट्स दे दिए, तो वो हमें अवॉइड करना है. यू मे बी एग्रीइंग विद दैट, नो प्रॉब्लम इन दिस थिंग, बट वी नीड टू प्रोजेक्ट कि ओके मैं अपना कुछ दे रहा हूँ. वो वाला प्रैक्टिस डेवलप करिए. ओमकार.
Get out from failure is step towards victory.
ठीक है, थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बनाया तुमने. देखो टाइम बाउंड करोगे तो ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेशंस नहीं आएंगे. आप लोग टाइम से प्रैक्टिस करोगे तो बहुत सिंपल सिंपल बनना शुरू होगा. एम वॉज टू गेट दैट आइडिया. ओके, वर्ल्ड में आप लोग प्रैक्टिस करिए, टाइम बाउंड प्रैक्टिस करिए प्लीज़. और उसको फिर रिव्यू भी करना है, डिस्कस करना है. 2-4 सेट करोगे उससे भी प्रैक्टिस में आपको पता चल जाएगा वेयर डू यू स्टैंड एक्चुअली. what is your handwriting level, what is your thinking level, do you really feel comfortable or not. कुछ लोगों की स्पीड नहीं होती है, वो सब आ जाएगा अपने आप. ऐसे नहीं कि ये कर लूँगा मैं एग्ज़ाम में, वो कर लूँगा तो फिर आपका 5% चांस इज स्टिल देयर कि आप शायद नेचुरली सब कुछ ओके हो जाएगा, बट वेरी लेस चांस. थोड़ा बहुत तो प्रैक्टिस करो बिकॉज अदर्स आर कमिंग विथ प्रैक्टिस, ये अज्यूम करो. ओके, वी विल मूव टू SRTs and then we will take 5 minutes
I
break.
remain.
Yes.
Sir, I want to say that word victory.
Okay, bolo.
So victory can be achieved by hard work and planning.
Okay. See, you must feel what I am associating with that word. Word association test. What is being associated by your thoughts? मेक इट सिंपल. तो यू मस्ट फील कि ओके मेरी थॉट प्रोसेस क्या रिफ्लेक्ट कर रही है. इज इट गिविंग सम मीनिंग फर्स्टली, और इट इज़ जस्ट प्लेन पता नहीं, मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कि मैं क्या एसोसिएट कर रहा हूँ. तो रिव्यू इट, थिंक मच बेटर वे. और ये थोड़ा सा ट्यूनिंग करोगे तो आउट ऑफ 60 वर्ड्स लगभग 40 प्लस आपके मीनिंगफुल आ जाएंगे और आपकी पर्सनैलिटी भी बनेगी. ये नहीं कि आप जब ये थ्योरेटिकल प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो तो आपकी पर्सनैलिटी भी उस तरफ बढ़ रही है क्योंकि आप उस स्टेज में हो, आप बन रहे हो. यही उसका फ़ायदा है. तो अगर किसी को लगता है मेरे दिमाग में कुछ आता ही नहीं है, ऐसे भी बच्चे होते हैं, तो आ जाएगा ना. प्रैक्टिस करो, क्योंकि कभी किया नहीं इसलिए हो रहा है. वो 1-2 बार करोगे तो अपने आप समझ जाओगे अच्छा ये तो बहुत ही ईजी है और मुझे तो एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ मैं. अरे कितना बढ़िया मेरे सेंटेंसेस आ रहे हैं, कितनी बढ़िया मेरी थिंकिंग है. बढ़िया इन द सेंस इट इज़ नॉट रियली क्वालिटेटिवली ही सोचना है, उसका एक प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेबिलिटी देखना है. हवा में बात नहीं करनी हमने. हर सेंटेंस में अभी खुद ही सोचोगे हाँ ये तो रियल लाइफ में मैं ऐसे ही तो हूँ, ऐसे थोड़ा फील होना है. एंड मेक इट नेचुरल, मेक इट नेचुरल. इट मे मैच विथ समवन एल्स परफॉर्मेंसेज ऑल्सो, बट पूरा नहीं मैच होगा. सारे सेंटेंस थोड़ी सेम आएंगे आपके किसी के साथ. इसीलिए तो ये मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि 2 सेंटेंस अगर आइसोलेशन में दोनों के सेम आए 2 कैंडिडेट के, लेकिन एक कैंडिडेट रिकमेंड हो गया एक नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि वो एक सेंटेंस मैच होने से नहीं होता ना, पूरा परफॉर्मेंस एक पर्सनैलिटी दिखाएगा. तो 2-4 अच्छे लिखने से थोड़ी होता है. अच्छे मीन्स डिज़ायरेबल स्टैंडर्ड जो है. ओके.
Sir,
Yes.
Abhay here.
यस अभिया.
Sir, I want to say about victory.
यस.
When we follow the restriction, we will overcome the corona and get victory.
Okay, you are associating with present situation, no issue. Madhura.
Gaining something positive which is required to be winner.
ठीक है, नो इशू. यू आर एसोसिएटिंग समथिंग मीनिंगफुल आना चाहिए, जहाँ पे प्रैक्टिकली आपका कुछ सोच नज़र आ रहा है. ओके, विल गो टू SRT क्विकली. 2 SRTs will also be taken. See, difference between word association and now situation reaction. Situation reaction is actually a particular template is put in front of you a situation is painted and you are supposed to be in that situation and how you will handle that particular scenario. You are put in particular template. So it will be much more easy if you really get into that situation. Get into that situation. And then ask yourself and develop that thinking ability. Okay, how do I feel, how do I think, and how do I act actually? You must come to that terms. And with little practice it is possible. ये कोई अनादर एग्जाम टाइप नहीं है कि कुछ है फिर फिल इन द ब्लैंक से नो. This is a very very practical situation which is put to you, which is from your generally daily life. May not be in your case, but it is there around you. You may not have sister or a brother and there is a situation related to sibling. You may be able to put yourself into those shoes because you are leader, thinking beyond obvious. Develop that, because every situation can have hundreds of reactions. So your reaction they are interested to know, but it is very fast. तो नेचुरल आएगा. रफली 60 का टेम्पलेट दे दिया आपको, पूरा बुकलेट दे दिया और आपको 30 सेकेंड्स में एक एक करना है. ऑन एन एवरेज 30 सेकेंड्स ही आएगा ना पर टेस्ट, पर सिचुएशन. तो इफ़ यू वेस्ट टू मच ऑफ टाइम यू विल रीच 25. साइकोलॉजिस्ट विल नॉट लाइक इट कि इतने कम किए तो आपने ज़्यादा टाइम लिया, ज़्यादा सोच सोच के लिखा, लाइक अ थियोरेटिकल एग्जाम. तो यू मस्ट बी रीजनेबली स्पीडी. You must go at least till 45 and then you will be in a comfortable zone कि ओके नेचुरली दिया है मैंने, जितना फास्ट कर सकता हूँ कर सकती हूँ. ओके, तो जनरली दे से कैंडिडेट हु हैव पॉजिटिव अप्रोच, कोऑपरेटिव, फ्रेंडली, क्विक इन अपटेक, हेल्पिंग, करेजियस, बोल्ड एंड फर्म टू हिज और हर डिसीजन कैन डू वेल इन दिस टेस्ट. तो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपके पास ये नहीं है और आपको लगता है कि मुझे तो पता ही नहीं है मैं क्या हूँ. आपको एक सेट प्रैक्टिस करने से पता चल जाएगा कि ओके ये है. इट मे बी वेरी वर्स्ट परफॉर्मेंस फर्स्ट टाइम किया, बट दैट इज़ द बिगिनिंग. बहुत लोगों को एसएसबी पहली बार जाते हैं पता नहीं होता है और स्क्रीन आउट हो जाते हैं. फिर आके समझते यार ये तो ये है, हमें लगा कोई नॉर्मल एग्ज़ाम है. ऐसे तो बहुत लोग होते हैं. वो फिर दूसरी बार, तीसरी बार, चौथी बार जाके हर बार कुछ नया सीख के आते हैं और पास होते हैं. ऐसे तो बहुत लोग हैं. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि आप पॉजिटिवली सोचोगे कि आई कैन डेवलप माई माइंड एंड बिहेवियर, वो हो जाएगा फिर. ओके, are you ready? I will read out two situations. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just a moment. Okay, I am flashing. I will read also if someone is not able to see. His sister's marriage is fixed, but she is not happy to marry the person not being of her choosing. He. Next, he has left for a picnic. Half the way he found that the group has lost the way. There is no hotel around and there is no conveyance. He. Okay, time up. Now let's hear to your reactions. Nikita, first. I will read out again first. His sister's marriage is fixed, but she is not happy to marry the person not being of her choosing. Gender को थोड़ा उल्टा मान लो यहाँ पे. Maybe brothers or girls, something like that. And your elder or your opinion is asked.
Sir will tell her why he is good for her. There might be a difference of opinion. Sir, I didn't wrote that SRT.
Okay, you missed it or you were busy somewhere else?
I missed it. Means I
Okay.
was of thoughts.
बट टेल वर्ड पे फिर एनालाइज करो. टेल क्या होता है? इज इट रियली एबिलिटी टू इन्फ्लुएंस?
Convince.
Convince with some support action. How you will convince? Think over it. Okay, next.
Sir, Amrita here.
Okay, Amrita.
He will talk to her and try to convince their parents to let her have more time to think.
Okay, what solution you are bringing? More time देने से डिले करोगे?
नहीं, if she thinks that it's okay, I will marry, she will marry. If she thinks she don't want, then they will stop this marriage, they will break down.
नो, बी वेरी वेरी डिसाइजिव. क्या कर रहे हो? वेग नहीं, हवा में नहीं. बी डिसाइजिव. व्हाट इज योर कॉन्क्रीट एक्शन? करवाना है नहीं करवाना है?
Then
एंड हाउ यू आर सपोर्टिंग इट?
the then I will change. He will talk to her and try to convince their parents to stop this marriage.
हाँ, बी बोल्ड. ओके, लीडर्स आर जनरली
Yes,
डिसाइजिव
sir.
एंड दे टॉक स्ट्रेट. ओके, ओमकार.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Convey his mother and father to select another one.
Okay, you are convinced with your sister then. Okay, Suraj.
Uh, Ask her problem first, convince her, and also tell the importance of others' decisions.
तो उससे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगा.
Yes, sir. Matlab, sir, I will first ask to her that what is her problem, why she is denying, and if there is no means genuine reason, I will convince her to marry with him, and also I will tell her
ओके
to
ओके
about
ओके.
others' decisions.
सुबोध.
Sir, I skipped it.
Okay. Anyone else who wants to put solution?
So Shweta.
Shweta, go ahead.
So he talked to their parents, convinced them, and fixed her marriage with her choice.
Okay. Decisive. Sheikh. Samreen.
Yes, sir. He will convince his parents and let her marry the person she wants to.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I
Okay. Madhura, then Vikas. Madhura.
He will tell her sister it's okay to not to be chosen, but he will be the one who make her happy too.
Okay. Vikas.
Sir, he initially talk with the sister, uh, inquire about the concern. With the help of family, arrange a meeting and resolve the issue between the sister and the future brother-in-law.
यही गलती होती है कि रिजॉल्व द इशू, लेकिन एग्जैक्टली क्या करने वाले हो हम नहीं लिख पाते हैं. रिजॉल्व द इशू, किस दिशा में इशू रिजॉल्व होगा.
Or
नाउ
sir,
कम
in
बैक
other
टू
way, I can
बेसिक्स.
write.
ओके.
Or other way, I can write ki make them time to know each other better to get some instinct.
कम बैक टू बेसिक्स. ये हमारे आसपास बहुत हो रहा है. नहीं हो रहा है क्या? हमारे रिलेशंस में इधर
Yes,
उधर
sir.
सुनने को मिल रहा है. क्योंकि शादी फिक्स हुई लेकिन लड़की को शायद नहीं पसंद है, या लड़के को लड़की नहीं पसंद है, या वो ऑब्जेक्ट कर रहे हैं, कभी कभी रीजंस भी नहीं देते हैं. तो क्या होता है एग्जैक्टली वहाँ? क्या होता है यहाँ? ये भी तो प्रैक्टिकली है. तो यू मस्ट बी टेलिंग सम प्रैक्टिकल सोल्यूशन. यू मस्ट बी डिसाइजिव. ये एक्चुअल में तो हो नहीं रहा है, आपको प्रूव भी नहीं करना है, आपकी सोच दिखानी है बस, है ना. तो मेक इट सिंपल कि आर यू टेकिंग सिस्टर साइड और पेरेंट्स साइड, बिकॉज पेरेंट्स आर नॉट एनिमीज, sister is not the completely wise among the entire family, but yes, you must have reason what stand you are taking. Decisiveness, clear thought, clarity of thought. You must bring out. This is a opportunity for you to showcase OLQ. आपको वही तो दिखाना है, आपको डिसाइसिवनेस देना है कि हाँ ये सिचुएशन है, ये करेंगे। अरे आपने डिसीजन देनी है, आपकी डिसीजन करेक्ट है रॉन्ग है कौन पूछ रहा है। आप अगर आज की सिचुएशन में ऐसा होता है तो आप ये करोगे, आपका मटेरियलाइज नहीं हो पाएगा या उसमें कोई टांग अड़ा देगा, वो बात की बात है, लेकिन आपकी डिसीजन ये है। सो माई पॉइंट इज शो व्हाट डिसीजन यू हैव टेकन। ओके, गेटिंग माई पॉइंट?
यस सर।
हम उसमें ये बताते हैं कि हम ये डिस्कस करेंगे, उससे पूछेंगे, उसको अलग से टाइम देंगे, लेकिन हम वो ओपन एंडेड छोड़ देते हैं आखिरी में कि हमने किया क्या, फिर इंटेंट क्या है हमारा, व्हाट प्रॉब्लम यू सॉ एंड व्हाट सोल्यूशन यू गेव। ये हर सिचुएशन में, हर टीएटी में लागू है। ओके, आई होप,
Yes,
बिकॉज
sir.
वी विल नॉट टेल सोल्यूशन, वी विल टेल कि भाई डिसीजन दो हमें, योर डिसीजन विच मे बी योर बेस्ट सोल्यूशन, वी विल नॉट कंपेयर विथ एनी वन एल्स। ओके,
Yes, sir.
we'll go to next situation. I am just opening up your minds. No answer is correct or wrong. आपकी स्टैंडिंग क्या है ओ एल क्यूज पे, वो चेक हो रही है। ओके, ही हैज़ लेफ्ट फॉर अ पिकनिक. Half the way he found that the group has lost the way. There is no hotel around and there is no conveyance. He.
Amrita here, sir.
Yes.
He will ask correct way by taking help from surrounding people by asking the way which is correct.
Okay. Firstly, what is your understanding? Who is lost? One person or group?
A group is lost. I thought that they were traveling in a vehicle and they lost, so he is trying to get out of it and asking people around surrounded on the way which is correct. But this happened to us, so I talk.
Okay.
मैंने
Amrita.
वही किया कि हाँ,
Okay. There is one specific line. There is no conveyance.
so convince मतलब
मतलब there is no mobility transport.
बस phone call में
No.
cell phone.
Transport.
Yeah.
Conveyance. Okay.
Okay, there is no vehicle.
हाँ, सिचुएशंस में यू आर जनरली मिसिंग। ये होता है बहुत लोगों के साथ कि हमें सिचुएशन पूरी समझ में नहीं आती और हम रिएक्शन दे देते हैं। अब साइकोलॉजिस्ट को क्या पता कि आपने पूरी सिचुएशन समझी नहीं थी। ओके, विल गो टू नेक्स्ट। ओमकार।
May I, sir?
ओके, सूरज, गो अहेड।
Okay. Get the help of direction board and reach the destination.
ओके, ठीक है, यू आर अज्यूमिंग देयर आर डायरेक्शंस बोर्ड बट कैन
Yes,
बी
sir.
मच बेटर। ओमकार।
Yes, sir. I will ask passerby and try to connect with help of Google Map.
गूगल मैप। ओके, यू आर अज्यूमिंग देर इज़ अ कनेक्टिविटी एंड देर इज़ वो, तब तक वो बिना गूगल के चल रहे थे। ओके।
Sir, with the help of Google Map, we'll get on a right track.
ओके,
So Shweta, so find some safe place by using compass, find the way and reach the destiny.
ओके, यू आर अज्यूमिंग यू आर कैरिंग कंपास। ओके, एनीवन एल्स?
Sir,
Sir, I.
विकास।
Sir, with the help of nearby person, they relocated, and with the help of GPS, they routed to the and reached to the destination.
ओके, सुबोध।
With the help of the passerby, they asked the perfect track to reach the destination, and they reach the picnic spot.
Okay. See the situation. They are on a picnic. Half the way they are lost. You are able to see slide?
May I, sir?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Who is there?
Yes, sir.
Madhura.
Madhura. Go ahead.
By calling them, ask them where they are and ask them for their current location.
Okay. You assumed group is lost and you are okay. You are in correct place, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This is also another scenario which generally happens. Who was another one who wanted to give solution? Anyone else? Okay. You read it again. He has left for a picnic. Half the way he found that the group has lost the way. There is no hotel around and there is no conveyance. Generally it is a plain English, but still because of little bit grammar here and there are at times meaning confusion. Firstly, whether the person, that is you, who has to react, and the entire group all are lost. All are lost, or
Yes,
only
sir.
group is lost and you are giving solution to a group. You are not part of that group.
Sir, I consider that he left for a picnic and his group was way ahead. And when he was half, means midway for going there, then he got to know that the group is lost their way, has
Uh,
lost their way.
okay. Anyone else?
Sir, I will
Sir,
consider that whole group is lost and
Okay.
he is also lost. Then he tried to reach that picnic spot.
Okay. All are lost. Anyone else?
Sir, I have made a conclusion that they are on the way and they lost the way,
Okay.
which we usually do in a normal daily life.
Yes. Safe to assume that entire group is lost. Now check your reactions कि जब वो they have lost the way, that means there are some problems. Are they really easily finding someone कि हाँ पूछ लेंगे, ये देख लेंगे, वो देख लेंगे, या should we show some deliberate efforts of actions, remedial actions, कि कोई लैंडमार्क या कोई नोन थिंग या डायरेक्शन फाइंडिंग, कुछ डेलिबरेट एफर्ट्स आपके रिएक्शन में दिखने चाहिए. इतना स्मूथली एक्शंस मत दिखाओ, नहीं तो गुम नहीं होते ना. अगर इतना इजी सिनारियो तो गुम क्यों हो गए? वाई दे लॉस देयर ट्रैक? देर आर सम प्रॉब्लम्स. राजस्थान के अगर रेगिस्तान में जाओगे तो समझ में नहीं आता दिशा. जंगल में जाओगे एट टाइम समझ में नहीं आता है. माउंटेन्स में भी यही होता है. तो वी डोंट नो विच एरिया इज दिस. पिकनिक में कहाँ गए? बट यू हैव टू शो रिमीडियल एक्शंस विथ सम काइंड ऑफ सब्सटेंशियल लॉजिक. ठीक है, वी आर ऑन अ पॉजिटिव साइड, एक्सेप्ट. कोई कंपास बात कर रहा है, कोई जीपीएस की बात कर रहा है, कोई साइंस की बात कर रहा है, कोई ढूंढेंगे लोग, उनकी मदद लेंगे. बट अ कॉमन सेंस सेज कि डेफिनेटली वहाँ प्रॉब्लम था इसलिए ही दे लॉस्ट. नाउ दे हैव टू रीऑर्गेनाइज and find out their way. So what could be the possible solutions and remedial actions? Remedial actions ज़्यादा आप सोचो ऐसे चीज़ों में कि मेरी remedial actions में दम होना चाहिए, बिकॉज प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना है ना. ऐसी सोच डेवलप करनी है कि मेरी remedial action कन्विंसिंग टाइप लगे. मैं रेमेडी दे रहा हूँ तो रेमीडियल एक्शन में दम लगना चाहिए. ऐसे हवा में नहीं बात करनी है, ये कर लेंगे वो कर लेंगे. थोड़ा वर्डिंग्स भी उसी हिसाब से आ जाएगी अगर आपने वैसा सोचा तो. ओके,
Yes, sir.
आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग एनी आंसर, बट यू मस्ट फील कि ओके दे लॉस्ट देयर वे. दैट मीन्स It is a tough area where it is not easy. माउंटेन्स में होता है, कभी कभी पहाड़ों के बीच में कन्फ्यूजन होता है, या अननोन एरिया, जंगल. तो आपकी रिमेडियल एक्शन में वो दिखना चाहिए. यू मे नॉट बी हिटिंग करेक्टली ऑन दैट solution, but your endeavor, efforts should be felt, क्योंकि you tried to sense कि there was a problem and you are trying to give solution. Okay, with the help of GPS, compass, or finding out some natural direction indicating things. ईस्ट ढूंढ लोगे ना, सूरज की पोजीशन ढूंढ लोगे. एक नेचुरल नेविगेशन भी होता है ना, कुछ नोन चीज़ें होती है.
Yes, sir.
कोई नदी होगी, वो नदी किस तरफ बहती है ये तो पता है, तो उससे भी डायरेक्शंस का हेल्प हो जाता है. समथिंग लाइक दैट. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू हिंट्स, बट in your answer you must check whether I am giving some kind of remedial concrete substance which is giving an indication कि कोई लीडर टाइप काम कर रहे हैं हम, कोई भरोसे वाली हमारी सॉल्यूशन है ये. ओके,
Yes, sir.
we will now, with the help of TAT, we will take PPDT, we will take narration, but we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, or is it, should we halt here? How many are
Break is
comfortable?
okay, sir.
हाँ नहीं, ब्रेक तो है, ब्रेक के बाद भी हाउ मेनी आर कंफर्टेबल? अनदर 1 hour.
Sir, we will continue
Sir, we will continue.
after 5 minutes.
Continue, sir.
Okay, we'll take 2 minutes break. Okay,
Yes, sir. We can
Sir,
take.
Okay, sir.
sir,
yes,
sir, Amrita here. I have a program here. I need to go. Can
Okay.
you just tell me that what is TET? I will join that TET next time.
okay, don't worry, we will put it on net also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will take a 5 minutes break.